Hello and welcome back to Friday Night Magic here on StephenPlays. Today, a new set. We are jumping into Aether Revolt, which is a part of the Kaladesh block. And I gotta say, pretty friggin' excited. Mostly because I really enjoyed Kaladesh. We've also went through quite a few DLCs at this point, and I'm excited to jump into the latest one, because Aether Revolt is actually the current Magic set. God knows we haven't been current in quite some time. Kaladesh is thrown into chaos as Tezzeret seizes control of its wondrous inventions and the city's ether supply. What are the Metal Mage's true motives? Why is he on Kaladesh? Well, I guess we'll find out today. So, we got some familiar faces here, which makes sense, because essentially this is a continuation of Kaladesh. We're going to start by fighting the Blue Man group. Oh, sweet lord, Ajani. Ajani rushed to Kaladesh as soon as he learned of Tezzeret's presence on the plane. Since then, he has witnessed changes in the consulate under Tezzeret ripple through Kaladesh. Innocents imprisoned, inventions banned, and the city's vital ether supply curtailed. As he moves through the city, he is accosted by consulate authorities led by Dovin Bond. Also, he's really awesome, because he's just a big jacked kitty. I will certainly fight as a big jacked kitty. Very exciting. So Aether Revolt's got two new mechanics. I'm sure that we will run into them soon or immediately. Revolt is one of them. Basically, the way Revolt works is whenever something leaves the battlefield, you get a thing. Like, something happens whenever something leaves the battlefield. A permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, and that can be many different ways. A creature of yours could die and get sent to the graveyard. You could play a card that returns a permanent to your hand. Or something could happen that returns a permanent to your hand, or sends a permanent to the graveyard. Like, as long as it leaves the battlefield that turn, you get the additional Revolt thing, which is nice. So we got a forest, which is not a lot to work with this hand, but we'll see what else is here. So this is a 2/1 elf warrior. If it enters the battlefield, after a permanent you controlled has previously left, you get 2 +1/+1 counters. So basically, if something, dies, for instance, then that would be better. We've got an aerial responder, 2/3 dwarf soldier creature with flying, vigilance, and lifelink. It's a fun guy. Renegade rallier, human warrior, also has Revolt. When Renegade Rallier enters the battlefield, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, return target permanent card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Seems good. Renegade Map. It enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it, sacrifice it, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your... Okay, so we got 2 of those. So we're set. We're set. We're actually in good shape. This is really good. And then Banishing Light, which is an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. That permanent returns under its owner's control. So this is actually doable. I was worried with just one forest, but as long as we play Renegade Map immediately, we're actually still going to be behind a turn. That's the only problem. Because if we do this, it enters tapped. So it's not until next turn that we can sack it and get the land card. No, wait, we wouldn't be behind a turn. Oh, we'd be okay. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. It's not a terrible hand. We can go get land with these and get specific land, so we can make sure that we have, white. Pacification Array. Tap target artifact or creature by paying 2. Gross. Artifacts are still a big thing. We are still in the Kaladesh block, so I'm super excited for that. Oh, there's a plains right there. We're going to do the forest. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and put in the Renegade Map. It enters tapped, so we're not going to be able to really use it until next time. But that's okay. We didn't have a 1-drop anyway. We're just going to have a lot of extra land. And that's good. We'll be ramping up. I'm not worried. All right, our turn. We've got this. This enters the battlefield tapped. Add green or white to your mana pool. We also can do this. Go get even more land. I think what I'm going to do... Ooh, think about this for a minute. A permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn. What about this? You sacrifice this, you go get a hand card or a land card, and then you can use the Revolt. That's pretty swell. We're gonna put the planes in, and the game is actually instructing us what to do, even though we've already figured it out. It's doing a little better than it handled vehicles, because God knows it screwed that up. So this Green Wheel Liberator, we bring it in, it's a 2/1. But if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield, it would come in as a, what is that, a 4/3? A 4/3. That's good. That's really good for a 2. So instead, we're going to do this. We're going to tap this, sacrifice this, search your library for a basic land card, reveal, put it in your hand, shuffle your library. I'm going to go get a planes, although it shouldn't really matter. Now this has a blue swirl because the Revolt cost apparently has been activated. So we're going to do this. Revolt happens, and it is a 4/3 for 2. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling good about Aether Revolt. They don't attack, but they do have pacification, so I got to keep that in mind. They are doing something in second main. Night Market Guard, a 3/1 construct. Night Market Guard can block an additional creature each combat. Well, fun for you, buddy. That's okay. I'm a big, scary kitty cat, and I got this on lockdown. I also have a lot of land. I have too much land. Please, please stop giving me land. Let's go ahead and put this in, because now I have access to double green or double white. I can do Aerial Responder, which is great. It's a flyer with lifelink and vigilance. That's a fantastic card. The Renegade Rallier, if I do this, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield, return target permanent card with converted mana cost 2 or less. So I could go back and get this again. It's a thing that I can do. I think I would rather, and then I get Banishing Light. Exile target non-land permanent. I want to continue to get Renegade, like this thing, in, but I also want to use this sort of thing with Revolt. Like, that makes a lot of sense to do. So instead, I'm going to play a card that doesn't have a Revolt cost. That makes the most sense to me. Aerial Responder gets in. Plus, he's a flying creature. He has lifelink. These are good things. Ajani, Goldmane, or Vengeance, or whoever I'm playing as. Ajani loves lifelink, so there's probably going to be quite a few of those. We got a 4/3. Unfortunately, we could get killed. It's really kind of bad, but at least I can block him, I suppose. Just gonna play it safe for now. Get a lot of land. Pacification Array? Oh god. Wait a minute, why would you... Okay, I mean, I guess it could potentially be helpful, having 2. You could tap 2 of my creatures. He's going for it. Ooh. He's calling my bluff. You know what? I'm not willing to lose my guys that easily. Either of them. Sorry. I'll take the 3. I'm gonna get that life back anyway. Well, some of it from lifelink. Plus now you're tapped, so what are you gonna do? End step, nothing happens. My turn. Even more land. Okay, I'm starting to get a little flood here. Little tiny bit concerned about the flood. It's telling me to put in this. And actually, that might make the most sense. I was going to say, I want to play both of these, but this enters tapped, and I need to do the sacrifice thing the same turn that I bring this in to get the Revolt. So, actually, in I guess this case, the game is right. I'm going to go ahead and put this in, it enters tapped, then I'll put Renegade Map in. So the Renegade Map comes in. It comes in tapped. We go to the attack step. Oh, look at you! Fun times! And you're playing something else. Take into custody. Tap target creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Wow, he used that on my Vigilant guy. Sure, dude. Sure. If you're really that set on making my guys lay down, then do your thing. I mean, it's a good play. I just kind of wonder how long he can keep that sort of thing up. And that said, he does have 2 pacification arrays, so that's a little concerning. Okay. Main, you're playing something. Eager Construct, a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, each player may scry 1. Sure. I'll take that. That resolves. Evolving Wilds. So the advantage of Evolving Wilds is that if I have that around, I can activate it for Revolt. So that's good. The bad is that I have a lot of land. I have 6 land, and I can go get a 7th with the other one. So, like, Revolt is good, but also I'm getting a little concerned at the same time. Why can't I... Why can't I move left and right? What on earth? I cannot select my hand. Are you kidding? What the... I can't select my hand. Why can't I select my... I wanted to read Banishing Light, and I literally can't. I can move around, view my opponent's cards. I come down here, both sticks, the D-pad, nothing. Oh my god. I'm trying to see if I can use Banishing Light on my own thing, right? Battlefield, exile target, non-land permanent, and opponent controls. Okay. The reason I asked is because in a pinch, I was thinking maybe I could use Banishing Light as a source of Revolt for myself, but that's not really happening. The problem is at this point, I probably need creatures, so I'm actually going to say I'm going to put it at the bottom. And the reason is the Rallier is going to be able to get that, that other thing back, and I'm still getting land. I'm getting flooded, and this is not good. My sticks seem to work again. That's weird. Alright, so this can enter the battlefield tapped. I might as well play this one because I'm still going to be able to do both things I want to do. So we'll do Tranquil Expanse. Then I'm going to go ahead and crack this. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand. I mean, we don't need more land, but what the heck? Here it is. Now we can play the Rallier. More creatures is never a bad thing. There it goes. We get a permanent with a converted mana cost 2 or less. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot to choose from. Renegade map goes back onto the battlefield. Great. Great. My turn is over. We now go to their turn. I gotta admit, you know, they only have 3 hand cards, but they're keeping me on lockdown. They're swinging, man. They are swinging. And, like, I really don't want to lose my 3-2. I just got him. Even the game's like, maybe you should take the hit on the chin. And honestly, I'm starting to think that maybe I should. Because, like, while I could certainly... I guess, you know, let those guys come through. That's going to be 5 damage. Then I'm going to be down to 9. I think I'd rather just go ahead and kill off one of these guys. And my guys are going to untap next turn. Yeah. I'm going to block this one. For one, yes, he's doing more damage, but then also he's, in my opinion, a little more dangerous because he can actually block an additional creature. And I take 2. Alright. I still have board positions, sort of. I mean, he can manipulate my guys a little bit, which sucks. Look at this land. This is ridiculous. Okay, the planes go in. Obviously, I'm not going to crack this. I'm just going to hold on to this in case I need it for Revolt. Banishing Light. Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. So I could actually get rid of one of these because he has 4 untapped mana. He could tap both of my guys again. And I'll be honest, that sucks. The thing is, I'm scared because I may need it on like a crazy creature. He's up to 5 mana at this point. And he probably doesn't have... That's the thing, he'll probably tap both of my guys because he has no incentive not to. He's not going to play anything, at least I doubt it. I'm going to see. I'm going to go to the attack. Okay, take into custody. Fine. Fine. No. You do you. You do you. I could have cast Banishing Light. No, I couldn't. Well, it wasn't an instant, I guess, so I couldn't have done that anyway at that point, but... Go to my main. I'm not real concerned, though. I gotta admit, like, he's only at small creatures, and yeah, he can manipulate me, but he's running out of hand cards. That said, it doesn't mean a whole lot for me, because most of my hand is land. But he doesn't know that. 2 damage. I'm at 10, he's at 20. I have not hit him yet. Void Wielder, a 1/4. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. That's cool, because that can be used for Revolt on your own side if you want. Okay, it's coming back. Awesome. Another Renegade map. Awesome. Gonna put in the planes, gonna put in an aerial responder, gonna put in a Renegade map. This is, This is something. This is an interesting match. It's like, it doesn't feel like it's really dangerous, it's just kind of, there are things happening. I mean, I won't be able to swing, I won't be able to block, I'm just sitting. Go to the attack step, obviously I can't do that. We go to second main, and there's nothing I want to do. There's no reason to crack my stuff. Banishing Light could be helpful, but... the pacification arrays, man, they're gonna have to go. They're gonna have to go. Because if, let's just say he runs out of hand cards, then he's got all this mana, and the only thing he can do is use the pacification arrays. So I'm gonna either need a lot more creatures, or I'm gonna need to stop them, at least somewhat. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna give it another turn. I'm just kind of playing it a little safe right now. Really? How many of these do you have? Fine. 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 I take 3. This guy's got to be running out of ammo. I'm just taking hit after hit after hit. I'm starting to get into the danger zone. That's his last card. It's another Eager Construct. Alright, so... this is bad. This is not good. Eager Construct allows us to put things on bottom or top. Solemn Recruit is a 2/2 double strike with Revolt at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent you controlled left the battle step this turn, put a 1/1 counter. That seems good. Yes. Would you like to... I want that. I need a creature. Because I'm really freaking sick and tired of not having any. Oh, do you know how Revolt works? No, I don't. What is Revolt? So, let's do... let's do a forest. Doesn't really matter. And this just triggers whenever... like, I don't have to do it before. At the beginning of events, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, put a 1/1 counter. I can do that. I can play them in either order. Based on the wording of this card. Because it's just if it happened at the turn. Because this happens at the beginning of your end step. So it should not matter. But just for funsies... I think I'm going to go ahead and play this first. So we're going to play this. And that comes in, that resolves. And then we're going to go ahead and crack one of these. Because that will trigger the Revolt ability at the end step. There's not a whole lot of land left to get. Good job, game. Good job. Let's get another land card. Banishing Light is looking pretty good right about now. They've got 3 creatures, and they can pacify 2 of mine. They pacify 2 of mine, I'm left with 1 creature. 1 creature blocking 3 sucks. I've been holding on to Banishing Light, but now it's time to use it. I have got to put a stop to those stupid things. I guess I could actually put a stop to a creature, but I can kill the creatures. If the creatures attack me, I can block and kill the creatures. I shouldn't be scared of them. I need to take these guys out. These are what the real problem is. Alright, exile. Now, was that the right play? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that that's what I wanted to do. He can always make more creatures, but getting more of those things to tap me is going to be hard. And I'm starting to get down, man. Like, this is not good. Revolt happens. I become a 3/3 double strike, no less, which is a good way to defend myself. Unfortunately, now they are... oh god, he's gonna do it again, which means he can hit me for 5. It's saying to tap this, which... yeah, because this triggers at the beginning of your end step. That's the thing. It's the beginning of my end step, not just at the beginning of the end step. So my question, because I actually legitimately don't know, if I played this, would I get the counter at the end of his turn? I don't think so, because it says at the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Solemn Recruit. The game seems to think so, but I am not really wanting to risk it. I would rather make sure that I can get that bonus. So instead, I think I'm just going to continue. That means I get tapped and I take 5. Things are really dangerous. Okay, I'm down to 2. And you're playing another creature? That's bad. That's really bad. That is really, really bad. Servos and Thopters get +1/+1, and he can create servo tokens. The reason this is so bad is because he's starting to outnumber me. And I've drawn a flyer. It says, when Airdrop Aeronauts enters the battlefield, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, you gain 5 life. Oh, thank God. That probably just saved me from losing this turn. Because he would have tapped one of my guys, and then things would have been bad. And the thing is, I can't even swing, really, anymore. I just have to play defensive because I'm on the defensive now. It's nuts. Alright, Plains goes in. We're going to go ahead and activate this ability. Yeah, because it has to be done in that order. So we're going to do this. So that happens. A permanent has left the building, folks. It doesn't even matter what I grab anymore. Now I will play this card. So I gain 5 life. That was an answer to prayer. Holy crap. There is no... I don't think there's any way I could have survived that otherwise. Back up to 7. What? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Seriously, I mean, can I do 9 damage minus, you know, however much? 3, 4? Could do 5 damage. And in doing so, I would still, like, probably lose the game next turn. No, that's dumb. What he's going to do is next turn, he's going to use his artifact, and he's going to tap whatever my scariest guy is. Probably my flying 4/3. Then he's going to come at me, maybe, with the other guys on the ground. This is going to be the first chance I have a chance to defend myself. No, I'm not attacking. 4/4 double strike, baby. Alright, it's taken a few turns, but I'm starting to finally get there. Oh yeah, he can make things. That's kind of bad, but he's not going to attack me. He's going to put in another land. But, what's... sorry, gotta go see what the deal is with this thing again. There we go. Alright, your guy can pay 4 to create a 1/1. And that may not seem like a big deal, but outnumbering me would be huge. Aether Geode Miner. Oh yeah, energy. That's a thing. It's a 3/1 Dwarf Scout creature. Whenever Aether Geode Miner attacks, you get 2 energy counters. Pay 2, exile the miner, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Oh, it's basically... I can trigger Revolt. Seriously, that's what it does. It triggers Revolt by paying 2 energy. Which is kind of neat. At this point, I just need creatures to attack. Forest? Maybe? I don't need... That's the thing. I don't need to keep putting in land. I think I might stop. I don't know if I have any land drop cards, like things that benefit from dropping land, so maybe... Just maybe, I'll wait. Alright. Let's put this in. Cool. And if I can start triggering that ability, that would be really helpful. If I choose him as an attacker, he gets the energy, and then he's the one that has to use it in order to trigger the thing. And that's good, because then I would get a +1/+1 counter here. Nothing happens with you. Nothing happens. Okay, so really I just get the counter. Oh god, this is gross. We now have the same amount of creatures. My creatures are obviously better. But I'm still worried because he can keep creating creatures and he can tap my guys. But at the same time, I'm going to have to start doing... I'm going to have to go on the offensive here. It's going to have to happen. He doesn't have enough mana right now to tap my guys. So that's a positive. I can attack in the air for 4 and do some damage there, or I can try and get him to block. That said, if I do that, he'll probably like double or triple block or something and kill off my guy, so maybe I should just stick to the air. The question is this safe? Is it safe to actually do this? Maybe. Sure. It's just one little swing. We'll see what happens. It's 4 in the air. He can't block. I could sit there and figure out what the probability and all that crap is, but I'm just going to say, no, I'm good. Still urging me to put in a land card. And I think I'm going to pass. I can't imagine there being a situation where I'm going to use all this land, and if I have anything that benefits from land drop, I do want to wait on that. Also, this is hard. This is harder than Kaladesh already. And it really snuck up on me. I was like, no, this is easy. And he has kind of taken advantage of me with just these little tiny guys. This is starting to get ridiculous. Please be something awesome. It's another one of you. Don't get me wrong. I need creatures. I'm going to have to, like, make more creatures than this guy, but this is bad. This is not good. Alright, you go in. I really want my little dwarf miner to attack, but he's going to get killed if that happens. He would make energy, but I don't have any other way to spend energy in the first place, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go to the attack step. I'm keeping up with him. Oh, look at you! Had enough mana to do that this turn, so he went for it. I'm gonna take a swing at him again in the air for 4. He's got more guys than I do. But if he comes over here and he wants a fight, oh, he's gonna get one. And I still got 7 life, so I'm still feeling okay. There we go. 4 more damage, he's at 12. Still holding on to my land. The cool thing is, even though I was really frustrated with the mana flood at the beginning, I've kind of thinned out my deck. Like, the odds of me drawing a land card at this point are really low. Servo Exhibition, create 2... Oh god, that's bad. Okay. Okay. Alright, we have a problem. We have a problem. Oh, we have a problem. We have a problem. We have a big problem. This is not good. This is not good. He's figuring it out. Should he swing or not? Shouldn't swing yet. Evolving one. Oh, good. You can trigger Revolt. Yeah, great. Of course, you don't have anything to trigger Revolt, so you just went ahead and used it. This is really bad. Like, he's probably going to start getting confident enough to swing and win. Countless Gears Renegade. Revolt. When Countless Gears Renegade enters the battlefield, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, create a 1/1. Well, that's not really the amount that he's making, is it? Oh my god. Wow. I'm thinking, and this is not good. It's not good. I'm having a few thoughts run through my head right now. So option number 1, swing with this dude, right? Swing with this dude, someone will block him. He's capable of killing... Ooh, no, he could... that's the thing. He could get stopped by the 1/4, and that's just pitiful. That makes me sad. I don't like that. But that was an option. He swings, he dies, he makes energy, so that's something good. And then because something died, second main I play this, I get this guy and a token, I come out with 1 more creature than I had. Admittedly not as useful, I think, as the 3/1 that makes energy. And can also revolt. I obviously want to play this guy with revolt, but I'm not sure I have any way to trigger revolt otherwise. Of course, that guy would get bigger too, which is useful. Second option. These guys have lifelink. I could swing with 1 and get some extra life. I guess. How much damage can I do in the air this turn? 6. That's half of his health. That's not terrible. But he would overwhelm me. I would gain 4 health off of that. I'd be up to 11. He's got a lot of tiny guys, 2 2s. But is it enough to do me in? I think he could still bring all those guys over. I hate to sit here and count, but I might. I might actually sit here and do the math on this, because that's how close this is going to be. And I still don't know if I'd win. Jesus. All right, I'm going to figure this out. I'm swinging in the air for... that's not 6. I'm bad at math. I'm really bad at math. That's 8. He would be at 4. I would get 4 health, so I would be at 11. So he'd be at 4, I'd be at 11. I'd have 3 blockers remaining. Okay. Alternatively, I swing with those 3 guys and the 3-1. He makes energy. He gets killed. I'm sure he doesn't do anything useful, but he gets killed. I bring in the Renegade, which also makes another token. In that case, I have 4 blockers. So if I have 4 blockers, I can stop 4 of their guys from coming through. So that's going to be the 3-2, and then the next 3 2-2s next to him. So that's trying to think how much damage I would take. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would survive. Yes, I did just sit there and do the math because I needed to. That was the only way I would know for sure. So here's the good news. That means that my plan will... Oh, wait. My plan won't work. Because he'd have the mana to... Oh, son of a... Ugh! That means he'd still have the mana to use this stupid card and tap me. So he would tap one of my guys. And if he taps one of my guys, then I think he'll do 9. I think he'll win. And if he doesn't do 9, he's going to do like 8. But there's one other option. No, there's not. God, I was thinking maybe instead of swinging with the 3 flyers I have, I swing with 2 of them, only do 6. But I really need that. I need lifelink. I need the life coming from that. That's what's so vitally important. Alright, I'm not entirely sure this is going to work. I'm either going to die with 0 or I'm going to live with 1 or something like that, but I'm actually going to go through with this. And I am, honest to God, terrified. But I really don't know what to do. I'm in a really bad spot, and I could just sit here, and maybe he won't come after me. But I'm thinking that swinging is actually going to be the way to go here. If I survive, I'll still have my guys to swing and win the game the next turn. Oh yeah, that guy's vigilant. Oh shoot! They're vigilant! Oh my god! Oh my god, they're vigilant. They're vigilant. I forgot they're vigilant. And also, I think I did math wrong. Because I do that a lot. Holy crap. Oh my god, they're vigilant. That helps a lot. This is fine. This is fine. I'm doing this. I'm going for it. Confirm attack. I forgot they were vigilant. Holy crap, I made energy. Go for the block. Go for the block. Alright. I can activate this ability now, can't I? Pay it, exile it, and return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, then it'll be a blocker. Holy crap, this is working better than I expected. Jesus, do it. That'll also activate Revolt, which will turn my 4-4 double strike into a 5-5 double strike. Jesus, it's working. Oh my god. Damage is coming through, baby. 2, 2, and 4. I get lifelink off of that, back up to 11. He's at 4. Oh my god. Like, the gears were turning, and I didn't even see everything. Okay, I forgot the 2 3s were vigilant, which was a big thing to miss. When I started swinging, I was like, oh my god, they're vigilant, this is great. But then it occurred to me that after I declare my guy as an attacker and they declare the blockers, then I can then use the ability and I don't even lose the 3-1, and he comes back and he's untapped and he can block. Oh my lord. I'm pretty freaking pumped right now. This is a really, really good match of Magic. Cool, so now I can play this. And it comes in with another blocker, and I've won the game. I have won the game. There is no way you're going to get out of this now. That was by the skin of my teeth. Revolt activates. I get a 5/5 double strike, and you are so screwed. Because I'm coming in the air, and there's nothing you can do. You don't have any reach. You have one card in your hand. I guarantee you it's not enough to save your scrawny little hide. That's a good party trick. You made a 2/2. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. You should swing with all. Or one. That's weird. Don't you find that weird? I find that really weird. Why would you swing with just the one guy? Just seems strange. Do you have guys that activate Revolt? And you just want him to die? And if so, why that guy? That seems really odd, doesn't it? It could be the computer being the computer. But to me, it just seems strange. Huh. I don't understand. I'll block here, because it makes sense. You have something in your hand that you're planning on doing? No? You just like dying. Okay, Revolt happens for you if you're playing... You didn't even play anything. Okay, it was just you being stupid. Alright, cool, I won. I was so worried. I sat there and did math. Restoration Specialist. Sacrifice Restoration Specialist. Return up to one target artifact card and up to one target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. I don't think I'm going to need it. Unless you've got something really absurd in your hand, I think I won the game. So we're going to swing with my Vigilant Flyers. Oh, actually, Insurance. He's got that untapped artifact, and I would like to win this turn. We're going to declare these as the attackers. There we go. Also, he attacked with the guy that was powering up all of his servos. Now they're 1/1s. So weird. He didn't try to block, and I win. Oh my god, you guys. That was a crazy match. That came down to the wire. But that, I mean, that's fun. I mean, that was definitely a longer episode, especially for the beginning of a set. But that was a lot of freaking fun. To get that close, that to the wire, and then manage to pull it off. And then count everything and realize, wait, I'm actually bad at math. Oh, wait, I forgot that these guys are vigilant. Sometimes it's easier in Paper Magic. I mean, Magic Duels is nice because it picks up the slack where you forget, but then also Paper Magic, like, it's right in front of you, and it's not like your view zooms out when you get too many cards in front of you. Anyway, after fending off his consulate attackers, Ajani proceeds to the Renegade Gathering, where, you guys were saying in the comments, where Pia and Chandra Nalar greet him warmly. They've gathered at the Aether Hub, a central rallying station for the entire city's ether supply. So that was nuts. I presume that next week's episode will probably be shorter, but who knows? God, who knows? Magic is always a toss-up. You have no idea how long episodes are going to be. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. That was a stupendous match. I am bad at math. Hopefully I'll be better next week. See you guys next week for more StephenPlays Friday Night Magic.